Alright, viewers, let's consider this question. The question says a plane flies with a velocity of 1000 km per hour in a direction 60 degrees north of east. Find its effective velocity in the easterly and northerly directions. Now, if we check this question, the question says you should find the effective velocity. When you are talking about effective velocity, you are talking about the resultant velocity. So we are going to, it simply means we should resolve this, velocity is a vector quantity. So the question is simply saying we should resolve this vector quantity into the vertical and the horizontal component. This easterly direction is simply the horizontal aspect, and then the northerly direction is the vertical component. So in solution, we are going to draw a vector diagram to show the direction. So we have something like this. This is northerly direction, and this is the east. So the resultant velocity will be here. This is the resultant velocity, and the direction is 60 degrees north of east. So if this direction is 60 degrees north of east, this remaining angle here will be what? 30 degrees. So if we are finding the resultant vector, remember the formula we use to find resultant vector in the easterly direction will be Vx equals to V cos theta, and in this north direction, this is for the east direction. For the northerly direction, which is the vertical aspect of the velocity, vertical component, so that will be V sine theta for the northerly direction. So we can substitute this because the velocity was given as 1000 km per hour. So Vx equals to 1000 times cos theta is 30 degrees. When we are considering this direction, cos 30 degrees, which is equals to, that will be 866 km per hour. And then for Vy, we now have the effective velocity is 1000 times sine theta, sine 30 degrees, which is equals to what? 500. Sine 30 degrees is 0.5. When you multiply, you have 500 km per hour. So this is the resultant velocity. This is the effective velocity in the easterly direction and the northerly direction. Thank you. So now, another thing you should know here, velocity is a vector quantity because it can be represented in magnitude, which is this is the magnitude, and can also be represented with what? Direction. Other vector quantities like force can also be represented in this manner. Weight is also a vector quantity. No, the other part, the opposite is the scalar quantity. Scalar quantities have only magnitude but no direction. For example, speed is a scalar quantity. So this is how we solve this question. Thank you.